Hey.
So me and Maynard are about to make beignets. Well, he's going to mostly make them. I'm just going to watch. But I'm writing down the recipe so we don't got to keep looking at this computer. Because, yes, we like recipes.
Yeah, so this is my first time actually trying it from scratch. Usually we'll try it from that little Cafe Du Monde box and mix it together. That's what my mom did when we were younger, and she made some fantastic beignets.
So this, you need 1 1/2 cups of warm water. The warm water is supposed to be between 110 and 115 degrees. How you gonna measure that?
I go off of my body temperature. If I touch it and it's way too hot, it's too hot. If I touch it and it's cold, it's too cold.
That's kind of how I check the weather. When I wake up in the morning, I check the weather. Like, you know, people go to the Weather Channel. I just open the door and I put my hand out. And then I just see what it feels like.
So that's how I feel. It's just substantial for the yeast, me.
Never failed me yet. Yeast.
So, while she's writing the recipe, I'm gonna give you a fun fact about beignets. New Orleans beignets, to be specific, between French and New Orleans beignets. New Orleans beignets are more fluffier. So, if you're trying to figure out, all right, is this French or is this New Orleans? Look for fluffiness. That's the distinctive between the two.
We got vanilla extract.
Oh yes.
Extract. 7 cups of bread. Oh, we not doing all that.
Oh, we cutting this recipe in half.
I sure hope these beignets come out as beignets.
Yes.
All right.
You mix your yeast, you mix all the wet ingredients, mix the dry ingredients. Well, add the dry ingredients to the wet
need some
ingredients
music.
slowly.
We need some music.
Just like music.
I wonder if y'all can hear that. If you can't, sorry. You probably shouldn't be able to because then it's going to be copyrighted. Anyway. I mean, that's the rules. Stupid.
So, I don't know if I told y'all this story, but I really got involved in cooking because my parents were cooking a lot. They went to culinary school, and the things that they were taught, they'll come home and teach me. So, it sparked the interest in doing Thanksgiving. We always got together and made the Thanksgiving feast together. And since then, those staples have been labeled in my heart. And I like to cook with family. Shay. I like to cook with kids. I just like to cook with people because cooking, food brings people together. And people are peaceful when you're eating.
Yeah, and I like to watch. Like when I was little, we was all watching the Disney Channel and stuff, but I really had like a fascination with the cooking channel because you could just produce a whole bunch of stuff out of nothing. And it's pretty, it's colorful.
You basically get to play with your food in a sense. Get down, dirty, and messy.
Okay.
So where are we starting, Miss Shay? With the warm water?
Yes, you need 1 1/2 cups of warm water, or however you want it to. How do you want to break down this?
I was gonna do 3/4 cup of warm water.
Okay, well, we need warm water.
That's what we gonna do for that. Now I have the yeast.
And the sugar.
First, I'm gonna put the yeast in. 1 1/4. You want enough yeast in there that it's gonna get in there and aerate and create those nice bubbles.
Then you gotta put the sugar in it too. And it says let it sit for 10 minutes.
Gotta let that yeast activate. The water activates the yeast. So, how much sugar?
Oh, it says
A
2
teaspoon?
thirds cup of granulated sugar.
Okay, 1/3. That's what we gonna do. So y'all, we adding this sugar with the yeast. Let's give the yeast something to eat on. Grow, yeast, grow. You want your yeast to be alive and growing. I'm just gonna add the rest. We ain't got that much.
What?
It was just a little bit.
Well, how you know it's not gonna mess up the recipe?
It's just gonna make it grow, dough, grow. It's just a pinch off.
Nope. I'm just here.
It's the lavender.
Okay.
So we gonna sit this aside and let that grow in the bowl.
And in the other bowl, you have to have your eggs, your vanilla, your evaporated milk that he's not using.
I'm using regular milk. Forget the can. How much milk? One half a cup. What we at with the milk?
1 cup of evaporated milk. So yeah, 1/2.
New Orleans style.
And then the vanilla.
How much?
Oh,
We're putting all the
2.5 teaspoons. So that means 1. And
boom. Now this.
you just put how much you want. It's vanilla.
How much I want?
Can I mix it?
Sure. Let's get together. Coming in the weather.
Okay.
All right, now that we have that,
Consider yourself mixed.
Thank you, Shay, my lovely assistant. So
wait, you have to add the flour and then the yeast mixture.
Okay.
7 cups of flour, but you said you was gonna half in it, so half of 6 is 3, so you're gonna do 3 and then what? A half?
Yes. Mix me up.
I'll mix one.
You want to gradually add your flour to your liquid mixture because you want to make sure you get an even mix. If we just put everything all in at once, we'll have clumps of liquid in the flour that won't be right when you formulate the dough. So you kind of want it to be kind of a wet dough. It ensures even throughout the dough.
Okay.
You don't want to make that mistake of just put everything in a bowl and mix it together because it won't be evenly mixed. Take your time. It's alright sometimes to take your time and do things right.
So we need.
By this point, most of the techniques and ratios have been satisfied. So, I've learned using recipes, when you're messing with baking, you want them to actually do things a certain way to get it evenly mixed, especially messing with dough. When I'm baking, I always respect the ratios. Why? If you don't, you'll have a mess. This is not cooking, it's chemistry. I'm coming in with the half. Oh yes, this dough is looking evenly mixed. the whisk only lasts for so long. The beginning, when we got it all liquidy and goopy.
So I guess I gotta stand up. Cause this is nasty. I like to sit.
Whoa, yeah, this dough feels nice. Yes, this is what we needed. This is wonderful. I don't really have to mix this one as much. So you feel how it does?
Oh yeah,
Nice
it
and
feels
soft.
fluffy.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Now, you gotta put some oil on it and let it proof.
Okay. I don't know why it's called proofing.
This is what we allow the yeast to work its magic throughout the dough. As the yeast eat, it creates CO2. That's what creates the air bubbles that makes it fluffy.
Alright, my little paper is not papering. Okay, I can cover it up now.
Yes, cover it up. And say no more for about 2 hours. Gotta let that yeast work its magic.
Yeah.
And you want to set this in a nice warm area. Because if it gets too cold, the yeast dies. We don't want that. Okay, let's leave it right here. That's a nice spot.
Look, it's huge.
Right now, it's only because I'm trying to teach you. Once you learn,
It just magically poofed.
yeast is alive. Now we get to bake. We need the flour.
I like this part.
The flour. The fleur. The fleur. Fleur de lis.
Maybe we should visit France one day. Maybe we should go visit France and cook them some French fancy cooking. Is that enough?
No.
Okay.
Look. Yeah, you want to kind of spread it out. See what I like to do when I flour the surface. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I grab it and I kind of like spread it out.
Yeah. Ooh. Do I need to? I just feel like I need more. My ancestors are telling me I need some more.
Your ancestors. Your ancestors should be telling you you also need this roller.
This feels cool. To 1/4 of an inch.
Yes, that's about the thickness you want to have. The next thing is to cut.
So this is where I cut my beignet squares. Hey, what if I did like a little circle?
That's how you want to present it.
Yeah.
I have to find something.
Or the top of that cup. That's a square shape. That green cup. Okay, so you usually make beignets in the squares, so I'm gonna use this square green cup. Cheers to the kids. Ooh.
Use your imagination.
Come on.
Perfection.
They're fluffy.
While she's doing that, I am going to start warming up the oil.
Oh, snap. No, this one really came out. Ha ha! So now I can...
Yay. They definitely look good.
Y'all, I know like in the professional world, you're supposed to be like the non-sleeves and the rings and crap, but this is our own kitchen. Thank you very much. We're okay.
Roll it back out. Roll it back out. That's gonna be thick. This is probably how they do it at stuff. They make them thick so they can stuff them. Cafe Du Monde is the classic of the beignets around here. They've been open the longest. Stuff is the new age, where they take the beignets and they stuff with all types of stuff. Y'all have to go out and try stuff. That's like the new age beignet style.
Yeah, we really like them.
What? I like them so much.
My mama used to make bread for us all the time. She had like a bread maker at the house. My mama used to make all kinds of stuff. The other kids at school was always asking for our lunch.
Probably smelled so delicious when you opened it. That reminded me of when Solomon was little. We used to play around with him saying the Saliali Donut Shop. I know Solomon, you remember that. Me and Solomon made donuts together before when he was younger, when he was a tot. Now he all grown up.
And graduating boot camp. Congratulations, Solomon.
Soldier.
We're so proud of you. Man, that's a tough life.
Hey, but you keep your head in the game, you'll make it through.
We can shape this one into a heart.
Maybe that could be our test subject.
No, I don't want to test my heart.
Well, don't test your heart, but bless your heart with some nice golden brownness and a little powdered sugar.
It's like a heart with a defective aorta, maybe? I don't know.
Ching.
Okay.
You ready to fry?
I sure hope these beignets beignet. Oh wow, that was quick.
My grease was a little hot.
Oh, we gotta make it a little bit less hot?
Yes, I turned the fire down so the next batch should come out a little less dark.
Wow, our beignets look like beignets.
I like to use a sifter. It gets you that real
And we got the Cafe Du Monde colors.
evenly coat.
This is so exciting.
Now we're going in with the second batch. New Orleans perfection at its finest.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Let it do this thing. I mean, that grease is ready.
Let me do it.
Flip them.
Our beignets.
They float to the top like a boat. You only really gotta flip them once. I like to flip one to see if it's the brownness that I want. If it's not, I just leave it and let the rest cook. All right. They always made sure we had nice big size beignets. all the sugar. Anyone? Anyone? Little shake, shake, shake. Shake your sugar. Shake the sugar. That third batch. Cooking is awesome. It's funny how you can take simple ingredients and turn it into something extraordinary.
I can't wait to try this.
Cooking is magical. Just like you, babe.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna set up for success. Don't laugh at our cabinet. It's a mess in here. These look so good.
Deliciosos.
Usually Cafe Du Monde sells them by the threes. Here you go.
Thank you, darling. I can't wait to try.
You ready?
Cheers.
I like a fork and stuff because I don't like getting messy, but here we go anyway. Yum. Just like a beignet.
Nice and fluffy.
Mm-hmm. You did such a good job.
Teamwork, babe.
This is so cool. No more $3.95 beignets. This is so cool. We like real New Orleans people.
Babe, we are. Y'all, wait till we make gumbo.
I never made that before. This is so good, y'all. Oh, man. Baby, I'm so proud of you. Like, it looks like a beignet. It walks like a duck, talks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. Y'all gotta do this at home, for real. Who really did this? Cafe Du Manny. Cafe Du Manny.
Cafe Du Shake. Now, for us to be traditionally correct, all we need is a cup of chicory.
A cup of who?
Chicory. That's the coffee that Cafe Du Monde serves with the beignets.
Oh, I don't drink coffee.
It's traditional.
I never did drink coffee. I like tea. Yo, I just cannot believe this. This beignet has been yated. Like, yeah. Damn, like I would want this before I go to the store.
That good, babe?
Well, I mean, you control the grease, and then like it's a beignet. It's fluffy. Heck yeah.
You know what they always say?
No.
Cooking finds a way to a woman's heart.
Y'all.
Hey, I ain't bragging on myself.